No, you cannot see. You cannot say. You cannot mention a name categorically. We can all guess. You understand? Yeah. Well, it's possible for us to guess. But who is that friend that is eating from MoBad's food, that is drinking from MoBad's water, that is spending MoBad's money, that is receiving enjoying MoBad's AC, that is also driving with MoBad, that is drinking the same beer with MoBad, that is drinking the same gin, that is drinking the same NSC, that is drinking the same whatever with MoBad, that they are laughing together. But at the end of the day, that friend is still going behind MoBad to still eat part of MoBad's fish.
Okay, let me sing it.
I'm coming from MoBad. I'm coming from MoBad to have actually said that. Then it means MoBad must have actually caught them red-handed, or MoBad must have actually noticed something. Yinka, I will give you 2 minutes to talk on that. I'm still gonna come back to you, but I want Mr. Grexy was talking before. Then I want you to finish your line of thought. Then we'll go back to Mr. Grexy.
One song. I want to sing it in one song.
Okay.
Do you all remember this song? Ìlérí Olúwa àlọ́ba, ẹni ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí ó máa lọ́ba, bẹ́ẹ̀rí sùn àwàlábà, jẹ́wọ́jọ́rí ẹ̀. That is the person my mind is telling me, even from the day one. Even in that video of that song, when you watch that song, you know this is an hypocritical song. Because he was laughing with a bad boy look. In the music, you are mourning somebody. So I didn't mention them, not them. But now then why did they fight? What made them to be away from each other for like 1 year? That is the question for the house. Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Ayamika, thank you so much. Yeah, Mr. Greze, let's come back to you. You were saying something before. I think your network or a call came in. Thank you so much, sir, for coming back, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. From what you said just now, I don't want us to second guess, because MoBad's life is too complicated and too mysterious. I'm sorry to use that word. What I said is, there is no single person you pick that will not fall into the narration. There is no one you will pick. If you like, pick on any of his friends or anyone that came across him as his friend.
You want to come and meet me, sir?
Continue, sir.
Okay, there is no one you will pick that will not fall into the narrative. That is why I don't want us to circumguess or to guess on anyone, because we will all be guessing if another person come with this. But at least there was a song he sang and said, Umfano Kiri, Ola Likesh, Ola Kinekon, Ola this, Ola that, Ola this. He mentioned some names. Was he referring to his person or someone else? But the fact remains that some of these things were said in his songs, that only if people of like mind, people of high intellect can sit down together and at least rub minds, they will be able to know, it could be you, with explanation and with references. Everything about him, when he was being bullied, he mentioned their names. Yeah. He mentioned their names. If anything happens to me, all these responsible. The only message that came out in his words were the audio conversation he had with his wife, his supposedly wife. Let me put it that way, because I don't see her as a wife, supposedly wife. So it's the lyrics that it's that conversation that I ever got, as in I ever had or I ever got aware of, to have confronted someone. Where is my iCloud? Where is my WhatsApp? Where is my second phone? He was asking direct questions. That was the only area. Even after he had issues with Naira Marley, he still came back and said, Emma Binu, I'm sorry. Emma Binu. He begged. Despite him being cheated, despite him being molested, despite him being maltreated, he still came back and beg. I didn't know what transpired, but at least I saw him even begging Naira Marley in his conversation that when Naira Marley was telling him that go and rest, no, that was then. That was then. I'm sorry. As in, it was being kind, it was being nice, it was being gentle. His lyrics will help us a long way, even without narrating all these. Wunmi was there, Adura was there, Darusha was there, this one was there. Let us look at what he sang in his songs. What he sang in his songs.
Exactly.
He was even scared of. We had the conversation he had with Naira Marley that nobody liked me. Everybody around me don't like me. He was feeling insecure. He was feeling betrayed even by his own shadow. He was feeling that I am not safe in the hand of anybody. Even you, my Oga that I'm talking to, nobody liked me. So the evidences, the fact that will give us an insight into how and what and reasons why it's possible or why it could have been that some people or someone killed him was in his words, his messages. It's like when Jesus was being crucified. If you look at his words, if you check his messages, he has said it, that someone will betray me, that on the third day, meet me at so place. I will be there to reveal myself to you and to tell you things. He was telling them, and it shall come to pass. It shall come to pass. He was telling them in parables. He was telling them in parables. And it's going to be blasphemous if I liken MoBad with Jesus Christ. But Yoruba people will say, that is, two like things are comparable. You can compare them. I'm just trying to take a lead from Jesus Christ to that of MoBad. That everything that happened to MoBad, he had forestalled it. He had said it. He had gave an insight. A thing like prophecy to before that time. All those things he was seeing, and he said it that look, when I'm no more, people will appreciate me the more. Are we not appreciating him? How could a 25-year-old boy be singing when I am no more? People will appreciate me. He knew most of the good work he's doing is unnoticed. But when he's no more, all this good work is person and his lifestyle, what he lived for will manifest. I can't blame this boy not on anything. Even if you tell me there was a time he was high on drugs. And so what? He couldn't confront anybody. Somebody who could not confront a single person and facing crowd. Do you think it's ordinary? Look, I can't fault MoBad on anything. It was so peaceful, it was so nice to the extent that despite what his mom did, he still wanted the mom and the dad to come together. He told the dad, look, I am a celebrity. How will it look like in the face of the public, knowing that my mom is leaving this place, my dad is leaving this place, and they are no more? Don't you think that thing can affect me morally and psychologically? He told the father, look, I know this woman might have offended you, but I want you to come together. I want you to come together. So at least both he still tried to as in bring peace, settle the rift between his mother and his father. How many children can do that? How many children can do that? You either listen to your mom or listen to your dad. If it doesn't work, you go your own way. And even look at Adura. I'm sorry to say, Adura is his brother. But what has Adura contributed into even is Adura's life himself? Nothing. He's so lazy that he didn't do anything. The only thing he does for MoBad was to follow him when they are going on enjoyment. He doesn't work, he doesn't wash his car, he doesn't bring anything to the table, he doesn't bring anything to the house. Yet, this boy loved him so much. This guy loved his brother so much that, okay, instead of you becoming continuous burden on my father, oh yeah, come. At least I have people that live with me. I have people that eat from my money. I have people that I feed from the little money I earn from Malian record. At least you yourself, you can start a life with this. At least just come and see life. By the time you, is it not to sleep, wake up and eat? That one no be task. He brought his brother to himself and was feeding him without benefit. He was feeding him without benefit. So MoBad lifestyle is worthy of emulation. MoBad lifestyle is worthy for us to be jealous of in good faith. His life is such a pleasant life that even he has earned the respect. I was disappointed that they didn't even mention him in the last Grammy. Very, very disappointed. They didn't mention him because even his songs and his lifestyle, it's so impactful. So impactful. I look forward to see the artist. I look forward to see the artist that will come up with the story of his life and transform it into a movie where we are going to sit down in a cinema and watch the life of MoBad in retrospect. We are going to watch it. We are going to see even his songs and everything about him. It's very, very insightful. As in, look, we should be hopeful that his lyrics is used for us as evidences, as witnesses, as facts before the court. Because if they are basing it on ordinary fake statements that they have collected, or trying to base, the police is trying to base their prosecution on the one-sided investigation they have been doing, it's not going to be easy for them, and it's not going to be easy in this state of Lagos, because there is nothing other than justice we deserve and we are getting. Nobody, like the other madam was saying, that these people, they will not let. Look, I hate to hear that. They might try, but they can never win. Even if someone does not want to give us justice, he won't have a choice. By the time the pressure is up, I cannot compromise my stance on justice for MoBad, and I cannot negotiate for anything less in this justice for MoBad than right justice that we deserve. I cannot be sleepless all this while. I cannot deny myself some basic freedom. I cannot deny myself some life and some things in life. And at the end of the day, one person will sit as a judge and declare and give verdict that we all know is a wrong verdict. This is not Nigeria election, and this is not PDP APC. This is Nigeria and the future of Nigeria that transcend any political party, and is not tribal based. Neither is it on the basis of any religion. It brings everybody together. So nobody should come and tell me that some people are somewhere trying to block justice. I am very optimistic, and for one, if I am left alone, I will get this justice, and nothing can deny me this justice. I am disappointed anyway. I watched one video yesterday where I saw Sam Larry with the new or the incoming, I don't know, their whatever, NURTW, this man on the island, what's his name, Sego MC Kokosaria in an event. Kokosaria, Tafasego and Sam Larry. I was like, this man who was granted bail, He was granted an administrative bail, and you are attending events, and people are still allowing you to socialize with them in this magnitude. That means something is wrong with this our society. Does Sam Larry think everything is over since he got the bill? We are still coming back to them, and all those they are working for, and all those they are reporting to, and all those they think that can save them. Well, I can't blame them, but they should know that there is something they call time up. Time up. The time is up for them.
Yes.
The time is up for their deed. The time is up for all the rubbish they have been doing. So Sam Larry, Naira Marley should not think everything is over. We are calling Wunmi, we are shouting Wunmi because MoBad died in the house. She was present. We are still not even looking into the direction of bullying. When we want to go into bullying, they will be the one at the fore agitation.
Yes.
We are going to agitate that they should be brought to book, because that bullying, the molestation will never go unpunished. We are still going to deal with it decisively, and probably something came to my mind. Maybe we should write the NDLEA. Naira Marley that was made the ambassador, they should strip him publicly and withdraw that title they give to him as a ambassador, NDLEA ambassador, whatever. So all these things, if we want to fight, we should be ready to fight. We should be ready to fight, unless if we want to shy away from the truth. The truth will never leave any side, any dark shade. Everywhere the truth must bring its torchlight and lighten it up, clear for us to see. So Sam Larry, Naira Marley, they are just passing time. They are just passing time. By the time we get into the bullying case side, they are going to be brought. They are going to be brought forward for questioning. Serious questioning, because unless if the government will tell us that bullying is not a crime in Nigeria, then I can start bullying anybody I see on the road, or I can be going about with one weapon or the other in order to avoid anybody bullying me. So if bullying is against fundamental freedom and fundamental rights of Nigerians, Sam Larry, Naira Marley are not fully free. They are not exempted. They are not exempted in any way. And for the wife is being called upon because the husband died. Should I say in her presence? Well, if I say in her presence, I'm right, because she was in the house and they share probably or possibly same room. Though he might have a room where she keeps her stuff, or at least lying down and sleeping on the bed, they share the same room. So it's the room that the husband was said to have died into. So anything that happened to MoBad on that very day, we should give proper account of it. And that CCTV, I keep saying it, that CCTV is a subject of interrogation, a subject of serious interest. And if anybody can call out the company that installed the CCTV, I think CCTV recording, they has a memory in cloud like iCloud. So anything that is being recorded is saved. It can, if we know the company that install it, they can be called upon for retrieval of all footages that happen in that house, even since they installed it. So the footage, the CCTV that we have established to be working, why was it destroyed? Why was the CCTV destroyed? Wunmi, Adura, and Darusha, that we know should come out and tell us. And those three guys that was brought into the house abruptly, should at least they should tell us where they are, who they are, and what brought them in. What brought them into the house? Everything I'm interested in concerning the death of MoBad circles around the perimeter of that house. The perimeter of that house. And In that house, in that apartment, there is no neighbor. They occupy the whole apartment. So if anything happens, those who were present in that house, including even his lawyer. I don't know whether his lawyer was called in or his lawyer was there when it happened or whatever. But his lawyer also must be in the circle or in the mix of those that must tell us what happened to MoBad. This investigation, it's quite unfortunate that Nigerian police continue to be wayward, continue to be full of disappointment. They never, they never for once at least try to like make us proud of them. That yes, we have a police. Yes, we have security outlet that is being called police. They've never for once. Look, these things are not far-fetched. Just pick on 7-8 people and you get to the root of the matter. It's not a matter of who you know, who do I know or whatever. Just pick on them and follow the trend and chain of whatever they are going to tell you. The interrogation, follow the chain. It's very simple. It's very simple. This justice is, as in this MoBad case, is one of the simplest cases. It's one of the simplest cases that anyone can, at least I wish cases can be given to private investigators and private crime detectors in Nigeria. We will just say, okay, police, hands off, don't worry, we'll give it to this company and we are giving them 1 month. They will come out with, they won't leave their office before they do the fact finding. They will just get to the root of the matter. Okay, bring your statement. Oh yeah, let's call witnesses. Okay, what do you know? Then okay, we have established our fact. Oh yeah, bring them. On so date, what happened? On so date, what happened? Where were you at this time? What happened to this? What happened to this? Very simple. Why must we wait till next year or year to come before this simple justice is served to us? People are not just showing interest because MoBad died in the house. People are interested because the fact is obvious. People are interested because the truth is open. But Nigerian police and Nigerian government, especially Lagos State government, is just trying to, I don't know, maybe because they are not responsible, or maybe they are not interested in good governance, and they are not giving us good governance. They are letting MoBad case to keep engaging the youth, because we are not seeing whether they are governing right or not. Now that every focus is on MoBad, it could be a strategy as well. But no matter what, in order to save us time, in order not to waste our time, they should serve us this justice. The justice we deserve. The justice we deserve. It's enough to, all this we have seen in the period of this 5 months plus, it's enough to petition and to sue Lagos State government. So we're being deceived of the author of the toxicology ever since until Berekete waded in. Assuming there is no one called Berekete, what will happen? We will just keep shouting on TikTok, on Facebook, on whatever, without anything. At the end of the day, people will be getting old, will be getting aged. Baba MoBad will eventually at least give up the ghost when he's old. We'll keep quiet. But with that, must we go to that? Must we go that route of seeking for human rights activists or somebody to help us shout or somebody to help us call out the government on what the government is supposed to do, on what the government exists for? We surrender our sovereignty. We submitted our goodwill to the government. To the government. Okay, governors, we are part of the government, but we have no right. We are giving our rights to the government. We are giving our entitlement to the government. Okay, you rule over us, but give law that will protect us. If there was no government, everybody would have done the way. At least I would have derived a way to make myself happy and to live my life. But we submitted our right, our existence to the government. If I disobey, okay, government should penalize me. Government should do this to me. But in this case, the reason why the government exists, give justice, maintain law and order, give punishment to held citizens. This is what the government is expected to do. And Nigerian government, I keep telling people, is the easiest government anybody can run in the world. They are just deceiving themselves. The easiest government. No Nigerian will say, I can't pay my house rent. Government, come and give me house. Nobody will say, I can't pay my children's school fees. Government, oh yeah, come and help me. Nobody will say, government, okay, I am sick. Oh yeah, I want to go to hospital free of charge. It is not. All basic thing we ask: give light, give road, provide security. It's just those are the things. Unlike other countries where the burden of every citizen is on the government. That is why government over there must ensure that you have a job. So in order to ease them off, if you are jobless, you are a burden on the government. But in Nigeria, either you are jobless or you are jobful. You are on your own. But in this security thing, this area of, okay, somebody's life was taken. Somebody's life was taken and we all come out. If we are to vote, we are over 10 million citizens in Nigeria calling for justice for MoBad. We are more than 10 million and the government can't even look. If not for the little effort we are applying, for them to give us another 10 weeks now, it took them pressure. And if we are not making all this noise, everything will just be silent for the period of 10 weeks. And if we assuming we are quiet, that 10 weeks can even go 10 years because they won't say anything. They will not say anything. Please and please and please, we should keep mounting pressure on the police, on the
I think he has a okay.
We beg to come out.
I think he has a call. A call came in.
I'm back. So to tell Wunmi to come out and tell us the truth. Tell us what you know. If that thing happened if it had happened by you or from you, accident, there is nothing. Ease us the stress, ease us the tension. We'll be able to know where to channel our effort on. At least where to use my data on. It should just help us. His parents, disappointment. Our parents, disappointment. Mom, dad, our family generally, they are disappointed. They are full of disappointment and they have disappointed us a lot. Please and please, if anybody that gets in touch to her is listening, please help us pass the message to her. She's neither our friend nor our foe, but she's someone who we recognize as a Nigerian and as a young girl. It should ease us that tension and that pressure. Because a lot of people in the justice of MoBad are older than our parents. So it should please and please. It should please and please. Because the time will come when she will be the one to beg us and we won't listen. I can assure you that. And I can tell you that. Running away or she will not do this, she will not do that, she will not do that. I don't want to hear she will not do any DNA. Either by fire, by force. Those who are screen recording and those who are quoting words, quote me. 1 million of Wunmi cannot stop that DNA. She requested for court order. If she like, let her change her word or change her face. Let her change her name or change her face. She will be fished out. The owner of that child will come for that child. We know from source. And we know. We will still do the DNA even if the owner comes to pick the child. We will do the DNA. We are going to subpoena the allegedly, as in the suspected fathers, not even one father, fathers. We are going to penal them.
Mr. Guresi, sorry, sir. You said she disgraced her parent, or what do you say, sir?
Our parents are disgraced. They are disgraced. They are a disgrace.
Okay.
They are a disappointment. Not that our parents are worse than her.
Thank you very much, sir. That's the clarification I came to, yes, sir.
Okay. So the fathers of those allegedly fathers, because we are not sure even if it's one father or two fathers, or three fathers or four fathers. All those allegedly, all those our suspicious fathers, we are going to subpoena them to run DNA. By the time we are done with MoBad DNA, nobody should just be deceiving you that you are you won't run any DNA. Look, if the court order you have been will soon be ready. Will soon be ready. I can assure that, and I can tell you that will soon be ready. It's only the Nigerian judiciary that is bringing the delay, and most importantly, it's only this Wunmi. I think generation yet unborn will live to read about her. The first person to request a court order for DNA of our own child by her father-in-law, the first person in Nigeria to request for court order, go and get me court order. And look, law students yet unborn, they will read about that case and that matter, and your name will never be in the good book of this country.
Exactly.
Requesting a court order for a DNA, you have entered into a law book. If you don't know,
I said it before. Just walk away.
Record.
Just walk away. The child have a father. Let me go and give the child to the father. We were asking for DNA. Nadeshi for your well everything.
Father, a court order. If they both are in that shoes, I have the guts to say it and say it loudly that your mother would never have asked your father a court order if your father is requesting such. Wunmi, you are a disgrace to your generation. You are a disgrace to every potential housewife. You are a disgrace even to your God. I pity Liam, a very nice, good-looking boy who has a very bright future. I pity, because all these things you are doing, no matter what, you think
they are not advising her rightly at all.
All those who are even close to you will be the one. If you like, after the whole thing, take him to Australia. Take the boy to Australia. All those close to you, they will remind the boy what you are doing now. They are going to tell the boy, your mother, if you know what she did, this is how she did, this is what she did, this is what she did. And you have really exhibited an attitude that shows that you were never either brought up or not brought up properly. Because all this rubbish you are doing, we are just, I don't know, you think you are not affecting us, we are just trying to energize our zeal for Nigeria and our passion for our country. Not because of you. We are even enjoying you the way you are letting us know that you are letting the world know that we still have patriotic Nigerians. We are enjoying it. You are not even stressing us. We are catching cruise, we are catching fun, but the end will justify the means. The end of everything you are doing in the future and very, very soon will justify all what you are doing. Look, it's quite unfortunate that MoBad, who showed a lot of love to you, a lot of love, despite knowing your shortcomings, despite knowing your waywardness. He never for once paid you back with evil. He was being nice, he was being kind, even he protected you. When his mom, Wunmi should know that at the beginning she was not in good rapport with this this fake useless mother of MoBad, they had issues at the beginning, serious one. That even when MoBad, when Wunmi gave birth to Liam, they did not let this woman carry that baby. They didn't let her carry that baby. It was a tough fight. It was a tough fight. They never allowed him. They never allowed her to carry Liam. They never. So let me save time and allow others to talk, because it's like I'm boiling. A lot are there to say, but it's quite unfortunate that the person I don't know, maybe he has commune with the devil, or the devil is living in her or in them, because those surrounding her are not even helping the case. They have displayed my picture. If you want my name, if you want where I am, I can give every detail of mine. I am not scared. I am not scared. If you kill one person, the cause will not die. Unless you kill all of us, that is when the cause will die. If you kill one person, 10 new people will replace that person, and the cause will be louder than before. So if you are not ready to kill everybody, don't start displaying identity, because I said I won't give attention to them, because no single one of them has been able to reveal his facial identity on TikTok. I can open my camera and people will see who I am. You are opening your camera. We've seen faces of ourselves when it matters. But they've never for once opened their camera for us to see their faces. Even when they come here and you ask them to open their camera, they will never. They will never. That's to tell you that they are hiding under the pretense of fighting fighting for somebody whom they cannot defend in public. Somebody who they cannot defend in public. So I think with the little I've said, the rest people can go on. Maybe later I can also come back and.
No problem. Thank you so much, Mr. Grexy. Thank you. You said the little. No, you didn't say little. You said so much that is worth pondering on. And thank you so much, Mr. Grexy. And the spirit today is another spirit entirely. And I'm so much happy that this kind of spirit is the spirit that you brought up, as in you brought in. And I think it's kind of giving inspiration and motivation to everybody. The way it is, sometimes it wants to go down, but we need this kind of spirit, to revitalize, to reignite the fire of the justice for MoBad, to bring back your passion again. Thank you so much, Mr. Grexy. Don't let me waste too much of our time. From where we started with the lyrics of MoBad, if it is admissible, if it is possible for the lyrics to be admissible. We are still gonna talk about police. We're gonna talk about Darusha, and we're still gonna talk about that particular response by the legal team of MoBad's father in Vanguard. So we're going to talk about it. Akins, thank you so much to all of the gifters. But without wasting too much of our time, let me quickly go to Mr. Black Velvet. Black Velvet, I know you have something to attend to, but I hope I've not taken too much of your time. Mr. Black Velvet, let's have you. Thank you so much. Good afternoon.
Thank you very much to H-Talk. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, depending on your time zone. Justice for MoBad. Thank you, Senator Ish, for this platform. Malam Alaji Ish, thank you so much for giving us this platform to rub minds. Good morning, everyone. Comment section, I salute you. Mr. Grexy, God bless you so much for that intelligent summation. I took a ton of notes. Let me also shout out some of the panelists. Omakun, Solomon, Olafler, Evangelist, Adama, Kamara. I salute each and every one of us here. I want to start with the lyrics, because this is why I wanted to come up. Some of the lyrics that I've been listening to lately has been very revealing. And Grexy, you had mentioned earlier on that lyrics are not admissible in court. I'm in diaspora, and I would second that. Even though it is not admitted in court per se, a civilized government would use some of those lyrics as part of their investigation to connect the dots. They will use some of that to connect the dots. And because of this lyrics thing, I have been able to answer some of the questions that I had initially. when this MoBad thing happened on September 12th, I started getting involved. I started doing research, listening to different panelists and hosts. And one question that came to mind for me was, how come I never knew who MoBad was before he died? I've heard some of his songs, but I didn't know he sang those songs. It is now that I am understanding that the music industry, they connived to hide MoBad from the general public. What do I mean by that? I believe that when he left Malian Records, they planted people in his life strategically to monitor him and report back to the other people so they can use some of that information. Let me expatiate further on that. He had a manager before Sheyi, and if my records are correct, it was Black Widow that encouraged him to fire that manager and hire Sheyi as his manager. Sheyi was put in his life, Darosha was put in his life, many of those people were put in his life to monitor him and report back to the powers that be. That is number one. Number two, I believe that the music industry were very, very scared and afraid of MoBad for a number of reasons. Maybe he had some secrets about them, and they were afraid that he would expose those secrets. When he went to immunization, and I've been listening to the lyrics more clearly now. God forgive me because I did not pay attention before, but now I'm paying more attention. Since he went to immunization record, I've been paying attention to his songs and the lyrics. Little by little, he was exposing certain things in his lyrics, and that is why they connive to take him out, so he will not have the opportunity to release that even more. If this Canadian visa thing was true, I personally believe that he was already ready to go to Canada and not come back, and from there he would go ahead and expose so many things. That is why they connived to off this light. Now, Mr. Gorexi, your intelligence submission included certain things in terms of there will be a lot of changes to Nigeria laws because of MoBad. I agree with that. And I will add, there will be some changes to the music industry as well. Because of Imole, he has shed light on the darkness that has been happening in the music industry. There are so many MoBads out there that are experiencing oppression, bully from the music industry, but they didn't have the voice to speak up. But because of his demise, light has been shed. And I believe that there will be more exposure coming down the pike. Marriages. I'm a father. I have children. Because of these things I'm learning, because of MoBad's issue, I swear to my living God, I don't care if my children call me a bad father, but whoever they decide to marry, before I give that hand in marriage, I want to do research on that family first before I hand over my children to marry. Why is that important? MoBad lacked a lot of love. He was searching for love, possibly in the wrong places. There are talks about he was getting bullied by Naira Marley, Sam Larry, and all of that. He was also bullied in his own house by his supposedly partner and her mother. Imagine someone buying a piece of land and having the supposedly mother-in-law control things, and you cannot have the courage to tell your dad, my father, oh, I bought this land, oh. Even when your father asked you, oh, let's go and challenge that, you said no. I cannot imagine the level of fear that he was living in his own home. So when the Black Widow want to change the narrative and say, let us focus on Sam Larry and Naira Marley for bullying, you people also bullied this man. You also bullied this man. I mean, the voice note that I hear and that I heard of Black Widow talking to MoBad's father, and the conversation that I had with Hayat and Abu Abel, the tone alone, if she can be talking to elderly people with that kind of tone and attitude, how much more MoBad? I don't understand how he put up with that for a long time. MoBad had a lot of her secrets, and he protected those secrets. And this is how you repay him. This is how you repay him. So, Ishtar, thank you so much for this opportunity for me to just share. I have to run, but I wanted to just share a few things. The main people we should be dragging now is the police. Because I personally believe that they have all the information to give true justice on this case. They have it. At the end of the day, they are the ones that will deliver this justice to us. And for me, justice means so many things to me. But me, I believe personally, we have gotten some kind of justice. Not full justice here, but we've gotten some kind. What do I mean by that? The mere fact that MoBad was exhumed, that is partial justice. Because if he was not exhumed, we wouldn't be here today. This case would not die finish. The mere fact that he was exhumed, the police did not know that that exhumption would lead to this place that we are today. That is partial justice. Number two, the mere fact that we have an institution now involved in the case of Berekete family, that is another partial justice. Because like Rexy said, if Berekete did not step in, we won't be where we are today. Because this thing for don't sweep him under the carpet. Because Berekete don't step in, I cannot question what he's doing. I know he has his reasons. I know he's a very learned man, and I'm